This chapter of The Promised Neverland gave me a lot of questions, but it also gave me a lot of hype. So let's discuss this.
I am the bone of my soul.
Alright, so as you can see right here on this page, this is what I want to start out talking about, man, because right here is when we start to see Emma's introspective moments throughout the whole entire time, well, the whole time of Norman's leaving of them. And she's just basically saying how she can't give up, she needs to do everything she needs to do in order to survive. She needs to think. She's basically tricking Mama and all of that. Like, she knows Mama will be on high alert, so she needs to hide her true intentions, hide her claws, hide her teeth, and all of that. So right now she's basically talking to freaking Ray about what she has been doing for the past 2 months. But one thing I've learned, I've read this chapter twice, and one thing I've learned about this chapter is that they really didn't go into what they have been doing for the past 2 months. At least not with Ray. Like with this chapter, they didn't say that at all. All they said was a little bit of what Emma was doing, which kind of feels a little flat. Like they should have wrote a little bit of, okay, flashback, like a couple of weeks after Norman's leaving, Emma was doing this, Ray was doing this. No, they didn't do that. All they showed, I have no idea what that is. All they showed was Emma talking about her trying to get Don and Gilda on their side, which makes sense for them not to be doing much, because Emma said that Mama was closely watching, will be closely watching us. Even when Norman left, she still was watching them. So she's a very cautious woman. She always has that thought in her mind of, hey, these people might be trying to do something, so let me watch them the whole time. I'm not gonna give up watching them until their day comes to where they gotta get shipped out. So that was cool. I like saying that. But then the whole thing of them not showing us anything except little panels, it was like panels like this. Like she's talking to Ray about her true intentions, and Ray's like, her true intentions is like Don and Gilda. And she said Mama may be on high alert, but she's only human. Once she's invested in us, she won't be able to keep watch on the others. The others meaning Ray, the others meaning Don and Gilda and stuff, because Mama's watching Ray and Emma, because she knows that they are the smartest kids that's there. And plus, they already tried to make an attempt to escape in the first place. Well, they didn't try to make an attempt to escape. They already had a plan in place to try to escape, because Mama got that information through Ray when Ray was a spy for Mama. That happened, but that was all part of Ray's plan and stuff. And I'm gonna get into Ray a little bit too, because I've learned some stuff, and some stuff I don't like, and some stuff I do like within this chapter in Jump, man. But I wish I would have seen more of them talking about Ray's past 2 months, because they didn't even say anything about that. Like, they said nothing. And I was like, okay, now I want to know some more about the past 2 months and what's been going on. Like, why haven't they said anything yet? But basically, it's just Ray has been doing nothing, or he's been getting oil and freaking the Molotov cocktails or whatever. I don't even know in what time period Ray has got that oil and those Molotov cocktails, because it wasn't specified. Like, I'm thinking they did say, let me see. Alright, right here. He said, also, as a bonus, I've prepared 10 Molotov cocktails. Right now, they're hidden within a secret nook of the forest. And then he said, down here, Emma is freaking out Molotov cocktails. I didn't waste 6 years of my life preparing for nothing. Oh, so Yeah, they did specify what time period that he got these sick Molotov cocktails. Like he was so cautious and so methodical in everything that he did, which makes Ray even freaking smart, even smarter because he knew that he was gonna have to go for the long con. He can't go for the short con. He got to go for the long con and take his time to gather the supplies and stuff that he needs in order to escape. At the time when he was gathering this stuff, he was trying to escape himself. He really wasn't thinking about anybody else escaping until Norman and Emma stepped to him and was like, hey, we know about what's going on. Well, let's escape. And then they found out he was a spy and all of that. And then they was like, oh, so you a spy. That could work to our advantage and stuff. So let's escape, and you still be a spy, and you know everything that transpired. I ain't gonna get into it at this time. But that's what was going on. And that was really good by what Ray did. But right here on this page too, he says right now they're hidden within a secret nook of the forest. Now, I've read this chapter twice. Ray did not tell Emma where the heck the freaking Molotov cocktails were. He said they are in a secret nook of the forest, within a secret nook of the forest. Where at in the forest? Like it could be anywhere in the forest, man. Like a secret nook. That means it could be behind a rock. It looks like right there is behind a big rock and a bush. But where is that at? That could be anywhere in a forest. If you walk out into a forest, just go to a forest. If you live in a city or whatever, or you live in the country, go outside and then look outside. So if somebody tells you, hey, I hid something in a nook in there, go find it. How are you supposed to know where it's at, man? You could be out there looking for hours. So Ray not telling Emma where the heck it was is freaking stupid. Because he didn't put those Molotov cocktails in the same spot that Emma put their freaking supplies, which in that little thing that looks like a whale or whatever, that's where they put their supplies. He didn't put that there because, mind you, they was not talking for 2 whole months. So they don't know anything they have been doing. Right now is the first time they have been talking to each other for these 2 whole months. Like, they don't know anything. So this image right here of it looks like Emma throwing a Molotov cocktail. This is when Ray said, hey, even when you leave, y'all can split up and one of y'all can go this way, one of y'all can go that way, and that way. And once y'all go around all the plantations to get to the bridge, y'all can be throwing Molotov cocktails into each plantation to set them on fire so they can even make HQ stumble and not know what the heck is going on. But how in the world is they going to do that when they don't know what a Molotov cocktails is? That's one of the problems I found with this chapter and stuff. This is a good chapter, but it just has a couple of problems that's wrong with it. And another problem that I found with it is this. Here's another problem that I found with this freaking chapter. And this was so hype. When I saw it, when I read this chapter the first time, I was like, oh my God, this junk is really freaking hype. What in the world? And I also kind of knew that he was going to do that. I don't know how I knew he was going to do that. But I immediately after I read the last page, page 19, I was like, hold on, is he going to pour that lighter fluid on himself? And then page 20, yes he did. But the problem with this is that Ray don't have to sacrifice himself. Ray does not have to sacrifice himself. I have no idea why he's doing it. It doesn't really make that much sense. Yeah, it doesn't really make that much sense. But Ray does not have to sacrifice himself right now. I don't know why he's sacrificing himself. He's doing it because it's like, okay. Now they try to make it make sense, but it really doesn't make all that sense. They said, okay, we need something to distract Mama. So let's set the house on fire. Okay, that makes sense, cool and well, but okay. And while they said that too, I was like, alright, you're going to set the house on fire. How are you going to get the babies out of the house when the house is on fire and y'all escaping at the same time? Like, how is that going to happen? or it's just Emma, Don, and Gilda gonna escape, and then they're gonna come back. Like it's not Emma, Don, and Gilda. It's Ray, Emma, Don, and Gilda gonna escape, and then they're gonna come back. Because when I asked that question, Ray didn't do this. Like this, I didn't read this page before I asked that question. So at that time, I was thinking, how are y'all gonna escape, like with the babies and all of that? Because Emma was still thinking about the whole time of taking everybody. There was like 30-something people. She still was thinking about taking them. And I was like, okay, how are y'all gonna get the babies out of the house and take the babies up the freaking wall, scale the wall, run the wall, get to do the Molotov cocktail stuff or whatever, then pass HQ, scale down the wall, get to the bridge, and go and survive out into like the world or whatever where they at. And I was like, okay, they cannot bring the babies. That wouldn't make any more sense. Like, Emma needs to stop this. At the time, I'm saying this to myself because I'm like, Emma needs to stop this, man, because there's no way you can feed an infant baby out into the real world if you have nothing to feed them with. Like, if you don't have any milk, if you don't have any baby food, like, none of these, like, Gilda and Emma are not old enough to produce milk. So there's no way they can feed these little babies in order for those little babies to survive. Like, there's just no way. And plus, you got all the other little kids and stuff. And one other thing that was really pertinent into why you shouldn't take a baby, and it was something Magamine had said. And I watched his stream when he read this chapter. He was like, you can't take a baby out there and try to hide from the freaking demons and stuff. Baby's gonna be crying. And babies won't shut up. Like, if a baby is hungry, all it knows how to do is cry until you feed it. Or if like a baby like went to the bathroom. And that's another thing. You ain't got no Pampers out there. You ain't got no loincloths and stuff. You can't rip up your shirt off your back and then use that as a pamper. Like, come on now, you can't be doing all of this. It's just that whole idea of Emma taking everybody was stupid from jump. It was really naive of her. But I understood why she said it, because she wants everybody to live. Everybody keep like down on Emma for that. But you gotta understand why she did. She wants everybody to live, which makes sense. Norman wanted everybody to live, but he also knew, like Ray, hey, I'm not saying Ray didn't want everybody to live, but I'm saying Norman wanted everybody to live as well as Emma, as much as Emma did, but he also knew what Ray was talking about was the truth, is that we can't take everybody. We cannot take everybody. We cannot take all the babies. We cannot take all the toddlers. We can't do that. We can't even take probably 4-year-olds, because they kind of act like they freaking babies and stuff most of the time. So you can't even do that. So that whole thing of freaking Emma, yeah, I don't know why I was doing this. That whole thing that freaking Emma is talking about taking all these kids was dumb from jump. But this Ray is doing this, pouring that gas on himself. It will lighter fuel. Pouring that lighter fuel on himself. It doesn't make any sense, and he shouldn't have sacrificed himself. The reason why he did it is because he was like, look, I've known the whole time about this, and I've just been letting them go to their deaths. That's what I've been doing. And I was like, okay, now, I don't think you knew that they was dying, but you knew something strange was going on, because he remembered him being born. He remembered him being born and seeing like the demons and the mamas and the grandmamas and all of that. And the whole facility, the whole nine. He remembers that. But how did he know that they were like dying? Like, there was no way he could have known that. So that was another fallacy in his whole argument of why he's doing this to himself. But I think they just doing this to amp it up even more. So when they finally escape next chapter, it'll be super hype, and hopefully the chapter will be really freaking good, because this chapter was good, but it had just a couple of things that I was just like, that doesn't make any sense. Why are you doing this? Okay, stop thinking that way. And how are we all going to escape? Like, it was just a lot of stuff like that. And for me to go with this chapter and give it a good rating, I would have to find stuff that was better for this chapter than anything that was not as good. But this chapter, it was a good chapter, man, like for real. Oh yeah, and one more thing that I just thought about that I wanted to talk about too, is that when Emma was like, these whole 2 months, I've had my mind set on us escaping during the daytime. Therefore, I've set up things to allow us to escape during the daytime, because she said we should escape around 12 noon. And Ray immediately stopped her and said, okay, hold up. I'd rather advise you for us to escape at nighttime. And then Ray went into this whole thing of why he wants them to escape at nighttime, which made sense, and it make a lot of sense. It's better for them to escape at night than in the daytime. But the problem is they never got into why Emma wanted to escape at daytime. Like, she could have had even a better reason for freaking escaping in daytime than escaping in nighttime, but we'll never know because they didn't talk about it. Like, it's like I'm starting to see where kind of the writing is dying down a little bit in this series, because this series was so freaking good and so hype during the past chapters of, ever since chapter 1 to chapter, for me, this is for me personally, ever since chapter 1 to chapter, what chapter is chapter 30, yeah, ever since either 30 or 31, I don't know which, I think it was chapter 30, chapter 30, chapter 30, when it was just that chapter of Emma just going, oh, I'm so sad, Ray, Ray, what are you doing, Norman, don't leave, oh, I'm so sad. That chapter, I didn't really like that chapter. Up until chapter 1 to chapter 30, it's been flawless, like for real. Then chapter 31 came and it picked it back up for me. Then this chapter picked it a lot back up for me, but also made me look at it more, what's the word? More objectively, and stop being such a fanboy and just go, okay, hold on. Let me look at this. Let me find out. Let me see what's going on. But this chapter is a good chapter. And it ended off with a bang. And that's what I love. That's what I love. Is when Ray poured that gasoline on himself and told Emma to survive, never give up, keep going. And he was going through this whole thing of like, I'm not going to be produce. I'm not going to be food to you. You think I'm going to be this? I'm going to live my own way. Like, if you seen John Wick 2, like when John went to go kill that dude's brother for him, that dude's sister for him, and she got naked and stuff, and then she went into that tub or whatever, and then she started slitting her freaking wrist, and she was like, I want to live my way. That's kind of what Ray gave me. And she said, I want to die my way. Like, that's kind of what Ray gave me with him lighting himself on fire and then lighting the house on fire. Like, he's going out with a bang and stuff. But sometimes, like, a little bit, he believes that he deserves this, which I can't say he does and I can't say he doesn't. I kind of can say he does and I kind of can say he doesn't, because he still can survive. But he has known the whole time. So he could have stopped all of this, but he didn't. So yes, he does, and yes, he doesn't. How I feel about Ray setting himself on fire, I'm 50-50 on it. I'm 50-50 on it. But hopefully Emma won't take herself out. So then we'll have just Dawn and Gilda, because then the series will go down a lot. because this series is really freaking popular, man. It's really successful. It's really good. I love seeing new and original series like this become popular, become really amazing, and people enjoying it because of the intellectual brain twisters that it gives you, and the whole aspect of everybody waiting on pins and needles to see what's going to happen and how everybody's going to survive and escape. Like, that's amazing. But this chapter, I give it a solid 7 to a 7.5. It was just a couple of things that they should have explained. Like, okay, it's 4 things they should have explained that I can think of. 1, we should have got some freaking, at least a little bit of backstory into what they was doing during the past two months. We got a little bit of what Emma was doing, but none of Ray. Like, it just seems like Ray was just sitting on his hands the whole time. Like, that was just freaking stupid. Like, what in the world? 2, I really don't like Ray lighting himself on fire and sacrificing himself. That doesn't make any sense. I just don't agree with it a little bit. I'm really 50-50 on that. But I'm kind of leaning towards I don't like it. And 3, we didn't get to hear why Emma thought that we should escape in the daytime. Like, we didn't get to hear that. Like, her plan could have been better than Ray's plan. Even though everybody already think that Emma is dumber because she's so naive, which could make her dumber. Don't get me wrong, that could make her dumber. But everybody always think that Emma is dumber because she is so naive, which I'm kind of leaning towards yes, but I don't think she's that much dumber than freaking Ray. Like, Ray got his moments too, to where he doesn't think clearly. So Emma got her moments, so whatever. And 4, how in the world are they going to find those Molotov cocktails? Like, how in the world are they going to do that? How are they going to do that? Hold up. 4 that. Number 4, that what I just said. And / Emma still thinking about these past 2 months of taking everybody, even the small infant babies. First off, the infant babies are not going to be sold, the infant babies are not going to be shipped off until at least, at the very least, 5 years from now. So you have plenty of time for y'all to escape, and then y'all come back and try to save more people, instead of just you trying to take everybody right now and then failing. Like, that was just really stupid to me, man. But good chapter, 7 to a 7.5, solid chapter. A couple of things wrong with it, a couple of things really good with it. Hype chapter at the end, I really liked it. But let me know what you think down in the comments and all of that, man. Like, I gotta stop talking because my freaking mouth is just so dry right now. So yeah, like, let me know what you think down in the comments and all of that. And hopefully next chapter we will see the escape plan unfold, and what is Isabella gonna do? Like, what is Mama gonna do? Is she gonna go? Because remember, Mama is really smart. So is she gonna go, oh, these niggas trying to escape, let me go and see where these guys at and stop them? Or is she gonna stop the house from being burned down? Like, is she gonna do that? Or is she gonna go and try to stop the kids from escaping? Because I don't think there has been anything like this since the place was even started. So we don't know if they have any precautions for fires, or if they have like any sprinkler systems inside the house to put out the fires, or any fire extinguishers anywhere. We don't know. So yeah, put your what you thought down in the comments and all that, because it's getting hyped and I really want to know what's going on and all that, man. But that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say, leave a comment, like the video, share it, social media and all of that. And I'll be out, man. I'm Danny Awesome. You're awesome. Stay awesome. Peace I love your faces. One love. Stay awesome because being awesome is awesome.